Texas Tech education program. I heard about this program through my advisor at the community college that I attended, which was Mountain View Community College. But once I heard that it was 2 years put in one, I felt as if it was too fast-paced for me, especially since I've always struggled in school and the pace that I learned, which was different from all my other classmates. It was finally time for me to transfer from Mountain View because I completed my associate's degree, and I was so confused about what school to choose as my final choice. And a previous teacher candidate was working on homework at Mountain View and began to talk to me about my major, and all of a sudden, bam, I was convinced to enter the Texas Tech 2+1 program. And this is where my support system started. It first started with my parents because I didn't know whether I wanted to do this program or not. I was really confused. Like, I was debating, should I do it or should I not do it? And my parents were always there for me and giving me like motivational speeches, and they have always been there for me since day one. And aside from my parents, a second group that I had as a support system were the people that I met in the program, because I felt as if those were the only people who really understood what it was like to be in this chaotic program. Like, no one else really understood. If I was having like a breakdown, like with my other friends, I'll be like, well, what's going on? They didn't really understand. So the girls that I met in the program were really supportive, and they knew what it was like juggling assignments, student teaching, and studying for like the state exams, which was the core, the first one that we took. And just trying to pass the core for me, my friends helped me a lot. The girls that I met in the program, I am forever grateful for my parents and my friends' support in this program. Now I'm going to move into my highest moment in this program. My highest moment in this program would be passing the core, but mostly passing the math section of the core. The first time I took the exam, I only passed 2 parts, which was reading and arts, the fine arts section. And since I was little, I always struggled with mathematics. I had to receive help, or had to be taken out of class to receive extra help in that subject area. So I was never confident, or I always doubted myself. So there's a little story behind this. So I took the test a second time, and a week later scores come in, like always, and immediately clicked on scores and opened them up. And math and science and social studies show not passed. I was sitting there crying for almost like an hour, and my site coordinator, Ms. Baptista, sent out a group text message prompting all the TCs who had not passed the core to attend the meeting after school, so that we could all set up like a study plan. And we all went to the meeting, and during the meeting she told us to open up all of our scores from the exams that we had taken with the core. And so I'm on my laptop and I'm opening them up, and the scores read for science and math, they said passed, and I was really confused when I saw that. I was like, wait, what? Like, earlier I just saw I didn't pass it, now it says I passed it. Like, how is that? I was so confused. I wanted to see if that was my name on the scores page. Like, did it really say Catalina Cardona? So that was my highest moment for me, because I never did I imagine me passing that part within the second chance. I thought I had to work harder at it, study more with the math. So that was my highest moment. My lowest moment, it would have to be not passing the social studies part of the exam. And at that point, I just felt like it was impossible, because it was almost 50 questions within 30 minutes. I felt, or 35 minutes, I felt as if that was impossible. Like, just because of the pace that I learned, and I'm not good with time tests. Like, it was just really difficult for me. I just felt like it was impossible. So that was my lowest moment in the program. I just wanted to give up. Like, I was about to do alternative certification. I was looking at all the options until finally I passed it, thank God. But that was my lowest moment. So the question that they always ask me, an education major, they always ask, why teach? Okay, so I've heard this question so many times. Why teach? There's so many things to say behind this question. Coming from a background of struggling all my years of school, ever since I was little till maybe high school, I feel as if I could help a child in need. It is very important as a teacher to know that not all children learn the same way. Every child is unique and different in their own ways. And as a future teacher, I want to help those students and help them feel as if they are a star, and inspire them to keep going and to never give up. I feel as if I am changing the world one day at a time. It's as if you're watching every single one of your students and watching them bloom into flowers as they gain all the knowledge that you are teaching them. So that is my reason on why I would want to teach. The moment that I really felt like a teacher was when I would work with my 5th graders on like the bell ringer part. So every morning they would come in and they were reading a book, Saving Lucas Biggs, and my mentor teacher would highlight words that were probably they wouldn't know, like fluorescence, words that they wouldn't really understand when looking at them. So I would work on those 2 vocabulary words every morning with them, and it was just me alone. So I felt like a teacher at that moment, because I would have to scaffold for them and try to lead them into the meaning of the word using context clues or word parts. This program has changed my life in so many different ways. I don't even know where to begin. It has changed my life by helping me realize that I am capable of achieving just as everybody else. My whole life I have always been afraid of new changes or doubted myself with everything that I do. I've never been confident, and I've just always been afraid to push myself further. I've always held back from everything. And with Texas Tech 2+1 program, it has helped me push myself and giving my all. I was always scared of taking the core exam, and I wanted to choose another education program because I wanted to do everything at my own pace. But this program has really helped me to just push myself and even further than I've ever imagined. Never did I imagine myself coming this far, but thanks to this program, I am almost done, and I couldn't be more thankful. What I learned about the best teaching practices through the TAP rubric is that it is very important to try to cover all of the indicators within the TAP rubric to make sure that the lesson is well equipped and aligned to state standards. The courses really did help as well, especially for math and learning the many approaches of how to teach the content in various ways. It's important that teachers again know that not all students learn the same way or the same pace, so it's important to learn all the different approaches to teaching these students, especially when it comes to subjects like math, because math is a subject that it's kind of tough to teach and for students to understand. And another course that I learned a lot in was the reading course with Miss Madden. I learned so much in this course because of the way it was broken down to us. First, it began with high frequency words and making sure that the students knew consonant blends, running records, and how to sound out words, or strategies such as like stretching out the word or sounding out for the younger grade levels. And in our courses, I know that I'll be able to take what I learned and implement it into my future classroom with my students. The type of teacher I hope to be is an inspiring and motivational teacher. I have learned so much through my experience through student teaching, and I noticed that some teachers won't even bother to help all of the students who struggle. They only attend to students who are always answering questions or participating in class. Some students are quiet because they aren't confident or are always doubting themselves. And I would want to be the teacher to change the lives of all students, not just a certain group. I want to touch and light up their lives and lighten up their spirits, and to watch them spark of those children who are just waiting to bloom. So all it takes is a teacher to change their lives.